So oftentimes there are people who have a lot of money and they are looking out for how to invest it or use it for business on Bybit or to trade. In today's class, I'm going to give you a very simple idea that you can start with. All right, this is very simple, but it is only for people that has good amount of capital, which means if you have small capital, it may not work for you. Now I've shared this strategy so many times and I will talk about it and share how it is done. All right, now let's get straight to business. You can only use your, I think if you're in Nigeria, you can only use your Bybit to do this, and this is simply because Bybit is one of the very popular apps that allows users deposit and withdraw in naira. All right, so without wasting much of your time, let's get straight into working with Bybit app. Now of course you must have verified your Bybit app before now, so obviously this will not work if you have not verified your Bybit. So when you open up your Bybit, there are lots of opportunities, loads of opportunities. There are opportunities for people who have lesser amount of capital, and there's also opportunity for people who have small more amount of capital. All right, so let's get straight into the business. Now the first thing you might have to consider is buying USDT. All right, the first step is to buy USDT. Now how do you buy USDT? USD is like dollars. In case of those people who are just hearing USDT for the first time, USDT is called US Tether, which means it's a cryptocurrency that is backed by the US dollars, which means $1 is equals to 1 USDT. There are very simple steps to buying USDT. I have a video on that. So if you can buy USDT, you have to go and buy USDT on the buy side. This is where you can buy USDT. So right now, 1 USDT is sold at 1615. All right. So let's say you want to buy 1000 USDT. Trust me, you can start this with, let's say, $500 or $600. It's for people who have large amount of capital. Now, $500, $600 is not large amount of capital, but it is a good starting point. So, scroll down and let's say you want to buy. So just come, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. The reason why I'm scrolling down is simply because I'm looking for who to buy from. Okay. Scroll down, scroll down. Somebody will ask, oh, why are you scrolling down? Why don't you just buy? I want to buy cryptos worth of 500 USDT or 1000 USDT, and all of these guys cannot sell because 1000 USDT is around 1.6 or 1.6 million. So this guy is only selling between 50k to 174k. So you have to look out for the person who is selling good amount. So this guy is the only person who is selling a good amount, because you can see he's selling between 400k and 1.38, but it's still not up to 1.6 million. All right, so let's go down. But basically you know how to buy. So after, if you, let's say you want to do this, this is the best place to buy, because this guy is telling you that he's selling between 500k and 2 million. So if you have between 500k and 2 million, you can buy USDT from this guy. You must watch the amount of orders he has: 1453 orders, which means he's getting good amount of orders. He's a trustworthy person. He's 99% cool with this deal. All right, so his rate is 1617 for 1 USDT, which means if you give him 1617 nairas, he will give you 1 USDT. All right, so the very important thing you have to do is to buy maybe 1000 USDT. 1000 USDT means you spend at least 1.6 million. Just say 1.617 million. That is what it means. All right, this is your capital. All right, you can see that you can use 500, you can use $600, any amount you like. But let's say, give or take, we spent 1,617,800, okay, to buy 1000 USDT. This is what this guy will sell it to you, but this is your capital. That's why I say it for people who have large amount of capital. Now what's the next thing to do? Just go to the spot market. I've shared this thing so many times, but people have asked me to talk about it again so they can learn. Come to the spot market, buy Bitcoin. See the price of Bitcoin, you can buy Bitcoin. Now, this kind of arbitrage, you're supposed to carry it out fast. There are rules to this thing, and I will explain it at the end of this class. All right. So quickly come to this area where you can buy Bitcoin, and of course, you are buying the Bitcoin because you want to sell it. So come here, type 1,000 USDT. If you bought 500, you can type 500 like this. But because I bought 1,000, I will type 1,000. Once you type 1,000, this is the amount of Bitcoin you get for 1,000 USDT. All right. Now just copy the amount of Bitcoin, which is you cannot, okay, just copy it out. So once I've copied the amount of Bitcoin, all right, you want to check out your profit, calculate your profit before you actually get into it. You click on home, then let's go straight to sell your Bitcoin. Now, selling is where a little bit is a little bit technical. This is where you have to pay your attention. You don't just sell like that. You must move the Bitcoin from your trading account to your funding wallet. People who knows how to do this already understand that one way you can do this is to move your Bitcoin from by clicking on transfer. You'd have transferred your Bitcoin from trading wallet to your funding wallet. In fact, let me show you how to do it quickly. Okay, from trading to funding wallet, you're going to, because I said from trading to funding, so trading has to be up, funding has to be down. So you click this one in the middle. When you click one in the middle, you can see trading will go up, funding will come down. Then what you have to do is to select Bitcoin instead of USDT. So select Bitcoin. Okay, then you click on maximum and you click on transfer. That way you have transferred your money from trading to funding wallet. Funding wallet is where you go and sell the Bitcoin. Now this is free of charge. All right, there will be no fees attached when you are swapping to funding wallet. Then when you click on P2P trading, what you have to do is to click on sell. Sell. Why are we clicking on sell? Because you want to sell Bitcoin. All right, now click on this area where you find NGN, change it to if you are from any other country, you can change it to NGN if you are in Nigeria. Okay, then this place you find USDT, change it to BTC. I've shared this strategy on the top ways to make money with Bitcoin. All right, but this way is only for people who have large amount of capital, and that is why it is, not everybody can actually do it. Then technically, once you are here, this is everybody who is selling. Now, don't just jump because you saw this guy, you jump to go and sell to him. No. Yes, his price is high, he gives you more money, but this is his limit, 23 million, and you are using just 1.6 million. You cannot trade with him. He says he wants to trade with people who are using 23 million nairas to trade. So I don't have to trade, I don't have 23 million nairas to trade with, and that is why I'm respecting myself and going to where they are accepting 1 million naira and above. Okay, you come to this place, it shows you 45 to 1 million, but the general, I've done this thing so many times, so just know that don't even click on anybody that have high amount of rate, because their rates are sometimes fake. They will tell you that, oh, it's not 1 point, it's not 184 million we are selling. Oh, we are selling at 17 or 16 or 15. So they're just doing it to attract customers, and that is why you can see upon there at the top he has only 92 orders. So run away, run away. Only 92 orders, you run away. This one only 303 orders, you leave them alone. So how do you sell? Come to this place where you find all payment method and select bank transfer. We are going to filter out the good guys from the people who are just here to play. So click on confirm after clicking on bank transfer. Once you have done that, you can see that the price has reduced. Okay, scroll down, scroll down. Now keep scrolling down. You can see the price is reducing as you are scrolling down. Okay, now because we are using 1 million to 1 million and above to trade, you click on this guy who is ready to give you, oh, this guy say, okay, I'm willing to give you 1 million, I'm willing to trade, this guy is willing to trade between 1 million to 23 million. So if you have that amount, can click on him. You can see his amount of orders. Guys, look at the amount of orders he has, 3,924, and he's trusted 86% in the market. So shows you that this guy is doing real business. People are selling to him. Okay, but the only problem I have with this guy right now is that he's not online. You can see he was seen 30 minutes ago. So don't trade with anybody who is not online. All right. If you trade with them, it might take them some time to come online, and although nothing will happen, but you might run out of patience. So just trade with somebody that will just give you your give you your monies immediately. Okay, so you can just scroll down, leave that guy, come to somebody else. Okay, but generally what you just have to do is to click on find somebody who is online. So somebody who is online, if you want to know somebody is online, you find that their tick is green like this. Tick is green like this. Is green like this. But the reason why I cannot trade with this guy, he's online, but he's between 2 million to 23 million. So remember that the capital we are using is 1.6. It's not up to 2 million. That's why I'm not trading with this person. This person is 5 million, is so much. So let's just go back to this guy. I'm not going to trade with him, but you can wait for when he's online. You click on his ad. All right. So let's click on the guys. Okay, not this one. Not this one. I think this one. So when you come here, you can see price has changed, which means this guy has changed his mind though. He doesn't want to sell at his price again. Maybe price has changed. He want to increase his price or he want to reduce his price. But generally, if you peep into his trade, you will see that this is the amount of money this is the amount of naira he's selling one Bitcoin for. So you want to sell your Bitcoin for the current price of this merchant. So this price here is 178,822,558. Okay, I'm going to come to my calculator. You have to first come to calculator and calculate it too. Don't just go and sell. All right. So come and look at what he set as his price: 178,822,558. So first of all, paste the amount of Bitcoin you have collected multiplied by, let me look at it again, 178,822,558. So 178 million, let me confirm so I don't exaggerate it, 822,558. So this shows you that this is the amount of money you'll be getting when you sell your Bitcoin to that merchant. All right. Now, this is it. So let's subtract our capital 1617, let's say 999, like this. It shows you that we are going to be getting a profit of 120,000 naira. And 120,000 naira is roughly, let me divide it by it, is $74. You are getting about $74. This 120,000 naira is like your profit after selling to that merchant. All right. So if you convert it back to USDT, the profit is like $74. Now, how much can I make in a whole day? People always ask this question, but the thing is that your profit is not stable, guys. It is not stable. On some days you might earn lesser, on some days you can earn more, depending on the merchants. All right. For example, let me go back again and show you. I think I've shared what this is already. Now I told you I will give you some tips. The first tip is that before you get started, message the merchant. Some of them drop their phone number there, message them, ask them for their rate. Some of them have a different rate from what they have displayed. All right. You ask them for their rate. If they give you their correct rate and you multiply it like the way I've multiplied it, if you make profit, you can go and trade with them, because sometimes or many times you message this merchant and they are telling you that they are trading at a lesser rate than what they have displayed. So message them for their rate before you agree to sell to them. Message them for their rate before you agree to sell to them. Some of them, their phone number will be there, so message them for their rate. All right. Now, secondly, calculate your profit before you get started. Do everything, remove your fees, arrange yourself. So if you have removed your fees, you can find that your profit is not really 120. Maybe it have dropped down to 80 something thousand or 70 something thousand or 50 something thousand. And that is how you can know if you want to continue or if you don't want to continue. Okay. So in reality, if I'm supposed to do this now, I'm going to show you a merchant I'll be trading with, because many of these guys are not online. So I'm just going to come to all payment method. I told you click on bank transfer, and the video is getting so long. I don't want it to be so long. I did not plan for a long video today. So scroll down, look for somebody who is online and willing to sell at that rate. Um Okay, okay, okay. So I guess this guy is cool. You can see this guy is online. This guy is online. This guy is online. This is his rates, and these are his orders. All right. But although I prefer selling to somebody who has more than 1,000 orders, so I can go down to further find. So I can go down to further find merchants within that range so that I can quickly trade with them. So guys, this will be the end of this class, guys. If you have any questions, you can ask me that in the comment section, of course. Also, you can actually carry this out and let me know how it went for you. It is actually cool because lots of people are currently doing the same method to trade Bitcoin and earn more money because they have larger amount of capital. Do have a very wonderful day, guys, and definitely I'll see you on the next one tomorrow.